the western edge of the Far East. Lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery, the Kingdom of Kurain. But now, the flames of revolution are threatening to consume it whole.
Yeah, it's crying.
But things like revolt and revolution
every
were
day,
the furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
Wait, all this happened in the span of a month? Episode 1. The Foreign Turnabout. Here in Kurain, death is not the end. Even after death, the soul lives on in the Twilight Realm. And priestesses can commune with the spirits of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of the Holy Mother. Fear only the impurities of your soul. Yeah! Got the music on my soul. I'll have the shouting to play. April 23rd, 4:26 p.m. Kingdom of Kurain. Phew, I'm finally here. So this is the Kingdom of Kurain, huh? What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. Just look at this place. It really feels like I'm in another world here. And that gorgeous temple, I read that's the center of town. Wow, an ox right in the middle of the street. I have to get a picture of that. Excuse me, sir. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything like it. It's quite a crest out on its head. Excuse me, sir. What? Oh, yes. Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright? Yeah, that's right. Oops, I hope you haven't been trying to get my attention all this time. Wait a minute, are you... That's right, I'll be your guide at your service. I'm a monk in training at Temple, and I'll be your guide around town. It's very nice to meet you. Hapriki. Happy what now? Happiraki. That's how we greet people here in Kurain. Like hello or how do you do? It's a pretty handy expression to know. Okay, let me give it a try. Hello, I'm Phoenix Wright. Happiraki? My name is Phoenix Wright, and I run a small law office. Well, that's what I do back home anyway. Right now, I'm just a traveller, stranger in a strange land. Welcome to our country. Welcome to the Kingdom of Kurain, land of spirit mediums and mystery. This is for you, to celebrate your arrival. Speaking of mystery, what is this mysterious green lump exactly? Allow me to explain. This is a famous Kurainese sweet bun. It's called a magatama, or soul bun. Shaped like a magatama, so yummy it'll send your soul right to the Twilight Realm. That doesn't exactly make me eager to try it. Thanks. I think I'm done later. That'll be $20. Thank you for your patronage. I have to pay? I always have plenty of those on hand, so just let me know if you ever want any more. No wonder his bag looks so heavy, stuffed with all the tools of his trade. Oops, I almost forgot to tell you something. Really important. It's about Miss Myers. She can't come see you for a few days yet. Yeah, when I called her from the airport, she said she was still training up in the mountains. Thought I'd wait for her here. Either way, I was glad to hear she's in good spirits. Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium who used to work as my assistant. Came all the way out here to celebrate the end of her aesthetic training with her. I'll be... Need anything at all. I was right when she told me I could leave everything in your capable hands. I anxious to follow you wherever you go, she said. That girl worries too much. But you sure came early to the party, Mr. Writer. I mean, Miss Maya won't be done with her training for another 2 weeks. Ugh, I hate to admit it, but I came early because I was worried about her. Oh well, you know, I thought again on those sightseeing trips. No, sightseeing? What have you meant for that? I'd show you the best sights this country has to offer. Thanks, that would be great. Guess I'll be taking the job very soon. Well, what are we waiting for? No sights, I'm gonna see themselves. Yikes, you don't have to shove. First up, Temple, right there in the center of town. There's something that I want to show you. April 23rd, 4:45 p.m. Temple Plaza. Wow, it's even more impressive up close. Allow me to explain. This is the heart of our town, Temple. Brrr. It's created by the founder of Karanism, the Holy Mother herself, trained right here at this temple to be a monk someday. I read none of the people of this country are adherents of Karanism. According to my guidebook, it's a religion in which ancestral spirits are venerated. The Holy Mother was a great spirit medium who could commune with our ancestors' souls. And spirit mediums became queen of this day, direct descendants of the Holy Mother. A spirit medium rules the entire country, huh? Talk about power and influence. The main thing you want to see when you come to Temple is the Dance of Devotion rite. The Dance of Devotion takes place twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. This dance, along with the song of ceremonies, performed in offering to the Holy Mother. The Dance of Devotion has the power to summon forth souls from the Twilight Realm. Hold it! Slow down. Can't remember all of that at once. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I got a little overexcited. Anyway, the main thing I got from all that is that you really love your country. Well, that's sure true. I like this kid. He pours his heart into everything he does. Let's see, I guess I just explained about half what I usually explain. So I'll give you a special discount and only charge you $10 for the trophy. Thank you for your patronage. Guess he pours his heart into aggressive salesmanship too. Come to think of it, Miss Myers told me she could tell I love my country too. We stood there for about an hour while I told her all about the Holy Mother. Really? An hour? Oh my kindness, patience training. And she seemed really interested too. She listened to my whole speech. Huh? That doesn't sound like the Maya I know. Miss Maya is so kind and nice. She treats me really well, like a little brother. She's kind of like a big sister to me. This is Maya Fey you're talking about, right? Maybe she's grown up since I saw her? Well, it has been 7 years. No! What's the matter? Is it that time already? We have to hurry into the temple right away. First, let me give you this lyrics card for the song of ceremony I told you about. There's an English translation of the lyrics there too, so give it a read, okay? Let's go. But why the big rush? We don't hurry, we missed the beginning of Her Benevolence's Dance of Devotion. Her Benevolence? You do.
I'll be your guy. You're under arrest for treason.
You dare disrupt my ceremony, rat? April 24th, 10:10 a.m. High Court of Crime. Accused lobby. Let me in. Why won't you let me in? Because you're a foreigner. What business could you have with this court? I told you, my friend is on trial in there. The police raided the temple in the middle of the dance performance yesterday and arrested Albie on suspicion of treason. I was worried about Albie, so I just had to come see his trial. Trial in the tourist attraction, so clear off! You want a picture for your scrapbook? Take one of me and get out of here. Look, you've got it all wrong. Just great. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do. Tell him I'm Chinese. Nah, tell him I'm a lawyer. Yes, I'm a foreigner, but I'm not your average foreigner. What? I'm actually a lawyer. Back at home, anyway. What? A lawyer? I can't... That's not possible. What's he so shocked about? Well, whatever. Now's my chance. Nothing wrong with a lawyer entering the courtroom, right? Wait! Get back here, you... So this is a Chinese courtroom. Wait, isn't that her benevolence? What's she doing here in court? The divination seance has been performed. I will now hand down my verdict against the accused. What? A verdict already? But the trial only just started. And what a surprise to see he's involved. Gildy! There's gotta be some kind of mistake! Please take another look. Seances performed by Princess Rafa are infallible. They show only the truth. What right do you have to question her abilities? But I didn't... Isn't it ironic that you, a devout adherent of Crainism, would dare doubt her insight? Non-believers will only be met with suffering in the Twilight Realm, you know? But I didn't do it! Your benevolence, allow me to explain, I beg of you! Be silent, impudent whelp. There is no merit to be had in indulging the ramblings born of a criminal's unclean soul. But... what in the world is going on here? The judge made his ruling based on something called a divination seance? What is Albie's attorney doing? Wait a minute. Where is Albie's attorney? Why is this happening? I didn't do anything wrong. Foolish child. Doubting the divination seance is tantamount to doubting the Holy Mother herself. Your Majesty, as royal priestess and in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you... As you command, so shall it be done, your benevolence. May her holiness grant us her divine favour. Dihavid Krain. Holy shit.
Objection!
What? Wait just one moment. You're... me and my big mouth. Now what? Mr. Wright, what are you doing here? Well, I'm in it now, so I have to do this right. Your Honor, it's too soon to give you a verdict. This trial has only been underway for a few minutes. Excuse me, who on earth are you? I'm, well... an ordinary tourist, Your Honor, just passing through. Ah, tourist are you? Happy Rocky. But more importantly, where is this boy's defense attorney? Defense attorney? Ha 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 ha. Whatever are you talking about? He doesn't need a defense attorney. Wait, what? Of course you wouldn't be aware, being a foreigner and all. Fuck you. But we have no need for defense attorneys here in the Kingdom of Karine. We leave it all up to our benevolence, the sacred power of spirit communion. Our divination seances determine all. What? But should he see how unfair that is? What kind of insane court system are they running here? You would dare mock me, you butt-headed buffoon? If you value your life, you will leave post-haste, or shall I some bailiff? The bailiff is that big scary dude with the big scary gun, isn't he? I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two. At the cost of an arm and a leg, no doubt. Now hold on, Mr. Wright's nothing to do with any of this. I'll be. I appreciate what you're trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. You just go ahead and go see Miss Meyer. But forget about me. You have to go now. I'm sure you can find another guide. There were lots more places I wanted to show you. But it looks like I won't get a chance now. I'm sorry. The poor kid. He's trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. What can I do? What should I do? Go find Maya. Nah, defend Albie. I can't just let verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albie's corner. If Albie doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll defend him. Defend him? You can't be serious. Did you hear that? Is he out of his mind? Heaven forbid. Defend me, Mr. Wright? What are you saying? You can't do that. I most certainly can. Don't worry, I'm quite used to tackling all sorts of trials. Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let anything happen to you? Mr. Wright! You are but a naive tourist, ignorant of our ways, but if you are smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further. Looks like defending someone is easier said than done in this country. Bailiff, throw this man out. What a surprise. Your Majesty, if you please. You have something to say, Mr. Payne? Why not allow it, Your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused? It could be very interesting, right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Right. Mr. whoever you are. Prosecutor, are you acquainted with this traveller? That's Chief Prosecutor, Your Majesty. And yes, I am acquainted with him. You're only Chief Prosecutor because there's no defense attorneys, so you win every trial. He's a defense attorney from my native land. Had dealings with him in the courtroom before. Heavens to Betsy. What, Mr. Wright, you're a defense attorney? A defense attorney? Well, this is a shock. You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years of experience. There's not that many lawyers around here. Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the manner of my own old country? But Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case. Call it nostalgia, if you will, but I'm most eager to give it a try. But I have a previous engagement, you see. A class together with the missus. Your Majesty, I agree we should have a whack at it. It sounds amusing. A score of years have passed since we last defense. A score? As in 20 years? What's it do with this country? Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick. As you wish, your benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see to it myself. Very well, Mr. Payne. If that is what you and her benevolence want, I will acquiesce. As for the defense, I hope you are prepared for every eventuality. Every eventuality? What is he talking about? Now, are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Uh-huh. Yes, thank you, Mr. Payne. And sorry for not remembering you earlier. Not. That's Chief Prosecutor, or the Incredible Payne as I'm also known as in this country. Also known as a pain in the ass. And you'll see soon enough just why that is, when you're forced to capitulate to me before this very court of law. Why is he so strangely confident? Not on that, but what's with the gallery? Just you watch! That defense attorney will try and twist the truth. You can bet on it. Get him, Chief Prosecutor! Crush that defense devil! This is way more lawyer hate than ever named back. If you would please give your opening argument once again, Mr. Payne. Certainly, Your Majesty. The accused is charged with 2 crimes, larceny and murder. Yesterday, the Founder's Orb was stolen from the treasure room of Temple. In addition to the theft, 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Patrol, Temple security guard, and the empty treasure box that housed the orb, which Mr. Rowe was in charge of guarding. We believe that Mr. Rowe was murdered by the thief who stole the treasure. A killer guard armed with a gun! What a terrifyingly bold act! I couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and crime photo. Rowe's autopsy report added to the court record. Crime photo added to the court record. It's been a long time since we had evidence presented in court as well. Kind of refreshing, actually. We may rely on the power of the seances, but our police still carry out investigations. Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable. Oh, really? Well, forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. I'll check the evidence out myself by looking in the court record. Let's see just how thorough you and your police were, Mr. Payne. Such a deplorable crime! The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mother. It's a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation. Exactly, Your Majesty. You mustn't let the Kofa get away with these heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown. Is this treasure really such a valuable object? How can you even ask such a thing? Of course it is. Why, sealed within this treasure is the very soul, the mitama, of the Holy Mother. A soul is sealed within the treasure? I think I'll take that for a soul. You don't believe it, do you? Of course I believe it. Something tells me I gotta play along. This kind of irreverence is exactly why I dislike defense attorneys so much. Your Honor, Your Majesty. What is it now? This treasure, I've never seen it, so it's a little hard for me to imagine. Can I see a photo of it or something? Of all the outlandish requests, you defense attorneys are truly beyond the pale. He's been getting awfully angry with me. Now those veins popping out of his forehead. It's forbidden for anyone outside the royal family to view the treasure itself. They say that anyone without the proper spiritual power would be blinded instantly. I have a fucking Magatama. I guess there are national treasures that are off limits to the public back home, too. For the benefit of the shamelessly uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article. It includes photos taken about 8 years ago when the treasure was unearthed. These are the only public photos of the outer box in existence. What's more, the treasure box only leaves the temple's treasure room but once a year, for a special New Year's rite that takes place at the palace. Therefore, this treasure box has only ever been seen by a handful of people. I hear there's been a string of thefts lately of historic artifacts from the temple. Opening statements. Right, Your Majesty. Inexcusable thieving of precious national treasures for personal gain. and the culprit is the accused.
So he used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure. Is that it?
The accused's family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he works as a tour guide in addition to his ascetic training.
Thank you for giving an excellent outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now then, no more questions from the defense, I presume?
What? No, I do have questions.
Even more? But you just asked a bunch. Well, make it snappy. My class starts in just a few short minutes.
What? He's still planning on going to that thing? There's still a lot I don't know about the case. Just ask now while I have the chance. Let's see. What else do I need to know more about? The motive. What do you claim was the defendant's motive?
Mr. Payne has already explained that. He wanted to sell the treasure in order to help his family with living expenses.
Oh yeah, guess it slipped my mind.
So it's true what they say about lawyers never listening to anyone but themselves. Fuck you, Judge.
My apologies, Your Majesty. Please let me give it one more try.
Very well, if you must.
Let's see. Well, oh, the weapon. Mr. Payne, what was the murder weapon? The murder weapon was the treasure box itself. The empty treasure box left at the scene had a large bloodstain on it. How
utterly reprehensible, using the sacred treasure box for murder.
The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs and snatched the box, ready to abscond with it. But he was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had come to the room in the course of his rounds. After walloping Mr. Roll on the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloody housing open and made off with the treasure inside. But the defendant is just a little boy. I hardly think he would be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on the head. Ah, very good point, Mr. Wright. But I'm afraid that won't help you. At the time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up to the altar. The accused's elevated position would more than make up for their difference in the stature. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ha 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 ha! Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless. What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor. Your title is obviously well earned, even though you fail you at your job in England, in Japanifornia. Well, the accused's guilt is certainly conclusive. Unless there is anything else, I'm ready to announce my verdict. Very well, in that case, find the accused. Just one moment, Your Majesty. Don't you think you're rushing the verdict just a little bit? I told you, I have plans to attend to, and... Ah! I'm late, it's already started. How did the time fly by so fast?
He's still stuck on that. We haven't even heard the defendant's side of the story yet. Your Majesty, the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Huh? Did I say something funny?
Cross-examine the... What do you mean by that?
What? What do you mean, what do I mean?
I seem to have some dim recollection of the process, but I can't quite recall.
And little wonder, the so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years. Should I even be surprised anymore? Anyway, I demand we let the defendant, or the accused, tell his side of the story.
Is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty. What harm could it do? I say we allow the boy to speak, Your Honor.
Your Majesty.
What is...
That's how you can tell I'm new to this.
No, I doubt you'll have anything of relevance to say. Oh, how kind of you, your royal painness. Yeah, I highly doubt a 9-year-old could.
Very well, as long as it's okay with you, Mr. Payne. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway.
In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back to the witness stand.
Oh, but before we do, I'd better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections?
Go for it, Your Majesty. Accused, state your name and occupation again if you would. I'll be your guide. I'm in training to be a monk, and I'm a tour guide too.
Why me? Now where were we? Cross-examining the defendant, Your Majesty. Right. Let's do that then. At the defense attorney's insistence, I might add. He sounds a little dispirited. His wife must have given him a piece of her mind. Well, the defense had better get to it and make it quick, if you please.
The defense? Mr. Rai, I didn't know you were a lawyer. Well, I am, and I'm here to defend you, Albie. Don't worry, all you have to do is tell the truth and you'll be alright. You tricked me! What? If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that at all. Get back the Magatama that gave you it yesterday. Albie, what's gone into you? Don't talk to me! You disgust me! Now even Albie's against me. But why? This must be a new experience for you, Mr. Wright, being loved by a client. Now then, accused, please give the court your testimony. The incident occurred around noon, during the break between the morning and afternoon dances of devotion. I want you to tell the court what you were doing around that time. Alright. I didn't kill Mr. Roland. I didn't steal the treasure. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. Never even seen that treasure box with green Chinese butterfly on it.
Were you well acquainted with the victim?
Yes, he used to chat with me whenever we ran into each other in the temple. Mr. Roll was a monk in training when he was a kid too, you know.
I bet Albie looked up to him.
But he had to give that up and go to work when his family needed money. That's why he became and why am I giving him an old voice? He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's night. The victim's parents apparently both died relatively young, so Mr. Rowe had to support his younger brothers and sisters as well. But even with his job as a security guard, I'm sure things couldn't have been easy for him.
Sounds like his circumstances and Albie's were very similar.
Mr. Rowe encouraged me to never give up. Albie, you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say. He was always cheering me on in my training, and in my tour guide business too. Why in the world would I kill a nice man like that?
Yes, I see. You express yourself well. Defense, now that you've heard the accused's account, are you finally satisfied? If so, let's draw this to an expeditious conclusion. But Your Majesty, I haven't even cross-examined the defendant yet. That wasn't the end of it? It's been so long I don't rightly recall what this cross-examining thing is all about. A judge who doesn't know what cross-examination is. What fish hell is this? I really do wish I could remember how it worked. Should I give the judge a refresher on cross-examination? I'd better save my breath. The judge doesn't exactly seem like a model student. You just have to watch and see how it's done. Didn't steal the treasure. I'm not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. I've never even seen that treasure box with the green Chinese butterfly on it.
Objection!
Oh, Albie, why would you lie to me? So you say you've never laid eyes on the treasure box, is that right?
That's right, it's forbidden, so I'd never do that. In that case, how did you know there was a green butterfly on it? Huh? Because I saw a picture of it in that newspaper article. Nope, take another look. These photos are in black and white. You couldn't possibly tell what colour the butterfly is from these pictures. Hold on. His bag. Did it just move?
Polkunka!
I beg your pardon? Polkunka is a word in Chinese that people use when they're surprised.
You just exposed a lie, so this is the power cross-examination, is it?
I should be the one shocked.
But just a moment. If the accused was lying, then that just makes him more suspicious than ever.
This just makes things worse for me than ever. Albie, are you hiding something? Please give only true statements. I can't help you if you don't tell the truth. Darn, I just can't seem to get him to open up to me. So, accused, you have seen the treasure box with your own eyes after all, haven't you? Well, maybe I did take a peek one time a long time ago when I was cleaning the treasure room. But you weren't in the treasure room at the time of the incident, right? Of course I was.
Objection!
That is a lie. You were most definitely inside the treasure room on the day of the incident. And I have proof. He does? This was found on the floor of the treasure room. But it's a scroll entitled Notice and contains a list of temple monk duties. These instructions pertain to the day of the incident. And what exactly is that supposed to prove? The accused's fingerprints were found on the scroll. What? Oh no! Where is it? It's not there! Must have dropped it somewhere. Indeed, he must have dropped it when you were busy murdering the victim. Notice added, report added. No. And that means Albie was there on the day of the incident?
Ha! So this is the power of cross-examination. The more the accused talks, the guiltier he paints himself.
Yes, it would seem so, Your Majesty. You predicted my argument and had evidence ready to refute it.
How was any of that supposed to help the accused?
See, I told you can't trust lawyers and their lies.
Well, benevolence always said the kid's guilty.
Just declare him guilty and get it over with. No, everything's going on wrong. Shadow, what do I do?
As I suspected, this cross-examination session has served no purpose whatsoever.
No, you're wrong.
What harm does we are with her benevolence's insight? There's no reason to doubt his guilt.
I guess I'll just have to poke holes in this insight of yours.
By the way, this didn't prove to be very interesting at all, Mr. Payne. Nevertheless, I will now finally announce my verdict.
Wait, just one moment, Your Majesty. I haven't seen this divination seance for myself yet. As a defense, I have the right to check it.
Is that really necessary? I have to get home and apologize to my wife.
I guess you really did give him the business. Your Majesty, I enthusiastically support having Mr. Right see the seance.
You do? And why is that, Mr. Payne?
Don't you want to see it? See the lawyer being utterly crushed by the power of the seance, and then watch him tearfully beg for mercy.
He is definitely a lot more annoying than his brother.
Well, no. We shall make up for not getting to go to that class with your wife.
Certainly does sound worth seeing, and it's given me a juicy tidbit to tell the missus.
I've been reduced to a juicy tidbit.
Well, fine interloper, I imagine you do have to see it for yourself to be convinced. Certainly unprecedented, but let's have the divination seance performed again. But then, right after the tearful begging, I really do have to be going.
The only tearful begging is going to come from the prosecution when we're through. How pitiful the defense looks, still scrambling desperately for a foothold, blissfully unaware that defeat and despair are all that await him.
Like you want to talk. The only place you've actually been successful is in a different country,
where there are no defense attorneys.
There she is, her benevolence. Your benevolence, Vader Padma Crine. Thank you for coming this way once again.
Your gratitude is unnecessary. This is simply my duty. Barbed-head attorney?
Yes?
I am told to question the veracity of the secret...
Stumbled on my fucking words a bit now.
I'm told to question the veracity of the sacred divination seance. It would seem the depths of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you.
Really? I'm just a foreigner, ignorant in the ways and customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might say or do, Your Benevolence. All I want is a fair trial for Albie.
You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain how so.
Ah, God, I can't get my voice.
Our verdicts founded on truth.
Yeah. What's fair about trials with no defense and no chance for the accused to tell a story? How dare you speak to her benevolence in that manner? Did you hear that? Did you hear how he talked to her benevolence?
What does he know about anything? Ignorant outsider.
I won't stand for it. Must be punished. Yikes, looks like I really stuck my thumb in this time. Punish him! Punish him! Punish him! Punish him!
Silence, one and all.
Is she standing up for me?
He not disquieted my people. He merely expresses his opinion.
Well, well, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought.
Attorneys are ghastly creatures with souls stained black by faith and truth.
Yeah, no. Alright, I take that back.
None of his prattling can sway the truth of my insights. Rest assured he will soon see the error of his foolish ways.
Now then, Your Benevolence, the divination seance, if you would.
Hush. Certainly. Laying off my robe.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name. Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Yeah, they have an outline voice, but no of the others. Incense. Song of Ceremony, boy's voice. Pain. What just happened? An image appeared in the pool. A final message from the victim's soul. The last communication of his Mitama. The divination seance has revealed this to us. Her benevolence can use her power of spirit communion to project the victim's memories of the last few moments before their demise. So what we saw in the pool is what Mr. Roll actually experienced. In the victim's memories, we see the accused raising a weapon up over his head. This is consistent with the findings of the police investigation. There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it. This looks bad for Albie. Really, really bad. Now do you see why I'm in the incredible pain? More than I can express. But even if those really are the victim's last memories, what can I do with them? There it is. There's the face of a man being utterly crushed. Oh, how long I've waited to see it. Isn't it wonderfully gratifying, Your Majesty? Oh yes, very satisfying indeed. Now are you finally convinced, Traveller? The accused is most assuredly guilty. Am I really the only unbiased one here? Now then, I think we've been amused enough. If you give up now, I won't even invoke the Defense Culpability Act against you. You'll be free to slink back to your own country with your tail between your legs. The Defense Culpability Act? What's that? What? You mean you honestly don't know? No. The Defense Culpability Act is how Payne is able to get his wins. What's with all the hubbub? Well, not only is he a lying-hearted lawyer, he's also an imbecile. Your Majesty, I think you'd better explain the Defense Culpability Act to him. Yes, I think I'd better. The Defense Culpability Act, or DC Act in short, is as follows. In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In other words, if you help the accused by defending him and he's found guilty, you will receive the same sentence as he. What? What kind of insane law is that? Under the DC Act, many an attorney have been convicted and met with a grim fate. Some went to prison, others received the death penalty. That's why there's so few in our country today who admit to being an attorney. That's as it should be. The history of our courts proves that attorneys are black-souled creatures who will tell any lie to save the accused. Thus, attorneys deserve to be exterminated.
Exterminate!
Exterminate! Annihilate! Exterminate! Annihilate! Exterminate! Oh wait, that's me. I've never felt so many hostility coming at me from so many sides. What could have happened to make everyone feel this way? You fell right in our trap, Phoenix, right? Your win streak against me and my brother ends today. With the seance and the DC Act on my side, I'll finally get my revenge. So that's why you're so eager to have me defend Albie. Chased down, humiliated, back home. Fate brought me to the footholds of crime. I thank my lucky stars I'm chief prosecutor here now. Defense, know that if I rule accused guilty, you will go to prison too. That explains Albie's reaction earlier. Your Majesty, isn't a prison sentence very lenient? After all, we're talking about treason. One should pay for such a crime with one's life. Payne, you should go shut the fuck up. Maybe if he loses, he should get hung. Yes. I believe the death penalty might be appropriate under these circumstances. Death penalty? No way. You're kidding, right, Your Majesty? Do I look like I'm kidding? I'll have you put your life and your dark tainted soul online here. Death? This can't be happening. The courts of resignation. Courts. God damn it, I'm giving them an old lady voice. The courts of resignation. our courts are well known as this. In this land, where my seances provide the truth and no attorneys can intervene, criminals know that all they can do is resign themselves to their fate. Oh, fine, lawyer. I ask you once more. Are you sure you still want to defend the accused? There's Maya to think of in all this. I can't just lay down my life. What in the world should I do? Abandon the defense! And I continue. Isn't this why I became a lawyer? To help those with no one on their side? I can't just abandon everything I believe in. All I can do now is stand firm and fight. Well, don't hold your tears back on my account, Phoenix Wright. Admit your defeat and grovel before me, the chief prosecutor, for your life. Even if it means being subject to the Defense Culpability Act, I will defend Albie. What? But Mr. Wright! The defendant insists he's innocent. Not even a divination seance should be accepted without examination. Hulkunka! But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. Even knowing that you still want to defend me? I don't know what happened in the past. It looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. I can understand if you don't believe me, but I still believe in you and your innocence. So all I have to do is keep believing. Don't stop believing. Bob-headed Johnny, you continue to amuse me. Blow your bob-head jabs. Huh? Your benevolence? Believe me when I say that this attorney will knock your insides out. Insolent, disrespectful attorney. You have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm. Annihilate! Oh, wait, that's me again. Not a wise move, traveller. Not wise at all. You should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you have made your choice. The Defense Culpability Act will be applied in this case. And with this verdict, you'll both soon be parting with your heads. Death! What? Death! God, he's not fucking blood on me. The souls of the departed speak only the truth, and I but give their messages a voice. If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it. Decided to give them normal female voice, but with... The accused swung whatever he was holding down on the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance of devotion. These are the victim's experiences just before his death. As the victim's final memories, we can assume they aren't nice. So I break this down. Allow me to relieve you of your ignorance, defense. Did you notice the words that appeared in the seance? Yeah. Wait, what the fuck? She's helping me, somehow. Come to think of it, I did see words like Song of Ceremony and Incense. The victim's final memories are not limited to sight alone. Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch, all is laid bare in the pool of souls. So what Mr. Vole experienced with his five senses appears in the vision as words, right? Precisely, and by examining these sensations, you can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity. Works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get. Now to find the contradiction between innocent insights and the seance vision. Your benevolence, I ask that you please show me the seance vision again.
Very well. Innocence. Song of Ceremony, Boy's Voice. Pain. Wait a minute. Her benevolence said after the morning dance of devotion, didn't she? Isn't there something off about that? First, I'll use to make my way to the inside that seems off. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. Yes, this is the insight that sounded funny. Now I'll just carefully compare this insight with the seance vision. If I notice a sensation that seems contradictory, I'll select it. This is it. This is the part of the vision that contradicts the insight. Now I just select the sensation I think is inconsistent and then present it.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. Yes, what is it, Bobhead? You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance and devotion, right? That's right. What of it? And isn't it strange that Mr. Vole could still hear the Song of Ceremony?
Oh my, you're absolutely right.
Is that all that troubles you? Huh? What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony. Practice run? What are you talking about? Mr. Payne, if you would. Fuck off. Certainly, allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and afternoon dances. During that time, the singers was practicing in the performance hall. Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate the statement.
I see, so the victim heard was that practice session.
There goes my contradiction. Okay, so they were practicing in this performance hall. That must be the room where Albie and I saw her benevolence dancing.
However, Mr. Payne, I admit one detail troubles me.
Ask away, your majesty.
It's a big temple. The performance hall and treasure room are quite far from each other. Could this song really be heard all the way in the treasure room?
He's right. It is a very big temple. Well, how about it, Mr. Payne? Your Majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room of Temple, including the treasure room.
Oh, that's right.
Speakers? For what purpose? Are you serious, Mr. Wright? They're to broadcast sacred music of the performance hall throughout the temple. That's why the victim could hear the Song of Ceremony in the seance vision. It was the practice run going on in the performance hall heard over the speakers.
Thank you for your explanation, your benevolence. That makes perfect sense, even to a feeble-minded old man like me.
Think nothing of it.
Now, if you wouldn't mind, could you please alter your insights for us?
Insight revised. The Song of Ceremony the victim heard was of a practice run through the temple's speakers. I think I'm getting the hang of this. If I point out an inconsistency, she'll update her insights accordingly. So if I keep pointing things out, maybe I can knock all out her insights. After all, if I find another inconsistency, no matter how small. It's a bit hard to focus on the insights with the seance vision code. I'll try using pause to temporarily stop the vision. There, I paused the vision. I think I can use circle and square to jump to different parts of the vision. I'll try moving the meter mark to the flashing red panel there. Okay, now that I know how to get around in seance visions, so Found finding consistencies between the insights and the vision. I'm very